Hello, welcome to my live psychic reading Saturdays. My name is Hannah from Reality Awareness. If you do not know me, let me know if this is your first time to one of my live streams. I'm going to share this video and then I will do a little collective reading. So if you don't get a chance to be read on this live stream, and I'll explain how that works in a moment. Or if you're catching the replay, you can just watch the start of this video and it'll be a collective reading for you, for everybody. All right, so just gonna pop this here. Perfect. Okay. Now just share over here. All right. I wasn't live last week because I had my VIP in-person day. It was so exciting. She was stepping into her millionaire self in so many ways. It was so much fun and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. But we are back for Psychic Reading Saturdays. So hello, 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 hello. Okay, I'm going to share this in one more place and then we can get started with the collective reading, and then I'll run through how we are going to do our entire live stream Psychic Reading Saturdays today. Okay, I think we're good. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to start with our collective reading, and I'm called to use the White Light Oracle for this collective reading. I really love this one. This is by Alana Fairchild. The messages are so deeply intuitive. Like some decks just really hit home to the heart, you know? Hi Doreen from Oregon, welcome. Okay, so what is the collective message? What is the collective message? Oh, covered in goosebumps. It's a strong one. May's a pretty big month. May feels like the beginning. Well, it is the beginning of a new cycle. It is the power that comes through you into your birthing and creations. Okay, so we have anapausis. Even the artistry is so beautiful in this. So anapausis, obedia, and solvipolluta. This is clearing out of energy. This is vibrations dropping away and shifting away and disintegrating away. So if we're looking at past, present, future, we've got past, present, future. And I feel like you're really like this. I'll check the meaning in the book in a second, but you can see it looks very rebirth, very nurturing, very like this is me and my energy and this is who I am. I feel like May is a time where you're taking back your power, where you're really pulling back into yourself and asking, what is it that I'm here to do? And as I'm looking for the card, which is not the card, this part jumps out at me. It says, you are part of a spiritual team that is here to help transform mass consciousness. Did you hear that message? If you are seeing this video, you are here, you are part of a spiritual team that is here to help transform mass consciousness. If you're wondering what your purpose is or why something hasn't taken off you, come back to you. Come back to your reasons, your rhymes, your messages, your heart, your truth, your purpose. That is the most powerful thing that is going to shift you beyond anything. Okay, so number 3. What did I just say, right? And then the actual meaning of this card says, do not turn away from your path, nor what you know in your heart to be true. No matter what appears to be, nor what logic may dictate. Trust what your heart is telling you. You are safe and protected by spirit. You are spiritually empowered with all you need to manifest your authentic soul path. You have what it takes to connect with the light and live that connection in practical ways which contribute to positive energy to our human collective. What did I just say? What did I just say? So I'm like, this is the thing. Pull back into your energy. So if you've been doubting yourself, if you've been questioning yourself, if you're feeling like, but it's like, no, like, you know, in your heart what it is to do. You know, like, your purpose is unique to you. You won't be doing it the way others are doing it. And the thing is that we try all these different pieces on to then find ourselves. Right? It's how it sort of works. So don't feel bad if you're copying others or whatever, or you're trying to find your way, but then step back and ask, but what is my way? What is my heart guiding me? What is it that spirit's guiding me to do? Like, you know what to do. Trust what your heart is telling you to do, because it won't be what someone else is doing. It won't be what you've learned to do. It'll be what your heart's telling you to do is completely different. But all the things that you have learned from everyone around you, and all the teachers and all the mentors and all the trainings and all the things that you have learned along the way, they all were building you up. And it's like, it creates an energetic container or vortex, or, you know, crystalline structure through your being, through your brain. Like, all of the pieces that you have learned today are important. But then it's like, and what it does is it creates this structure in your body, in your soul, like, for your soul to then go, okay, and now you've got all the pieces, now we're going to do you. And this whole part of you obliterates and overrides everything that you've ever learned, but it's all merged in and becomes like your own piece from everything. And it transforms everything into your thing. But it's different to everyone's thing. But everything that you learned today, and all the mentors and all the people that you found along the way, were preparing you to house your thing. What is that saying? Like, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Like, you know, like, there's a reason that you're here at this timeline, at this point in time, on your purpose, in your life. At this point in the evolutionary point of consciousness, that of whatever humanity's going through, like, there's a reason that you chose to be here and incarnate in this moment in time right now, learning from the people that you're attracting. Because the thing is that when we decide that we're going to live our purpose path, everything will fall apart. Everything will test you. All your stuff will come up. It will. You'll be triggered left, right, and center. You'll do all the things. It'll push and test you, and not everyone makes it, because they don't realize that this is a test. And not everyone has the strength and capability to understand that. And that's where mentorship can really either like make you get through or not. You can definitely do it on your own. But the part with being with certain mentors that you resonate with is that it allows this structure to really embody, and you find your path within that. So trust what your heart is telling you to do. So this is a collective reading, and then I'm going to move into individual readings in a moment. Do not turn away from your path. Know what you know, nor from what you know in your heart to be true. No matter what appears to be or what logic may dictate, trust what your heart is telling you. Right? It's exactly what I said in the first part of this video, right? Now, this Solver Polluted, so this is like the right now card. And then in the future card is this Solver Polluted. Now, this one is literally about like negative vibrations, old consciousness shedding from you, like negative energy, like other people's thoughts, transmuting, dispelling darkness, like all of those pieces of things. And it's interesting because when given what I just said, it's like we learn from all these people, we have all these different like ways of doing things, like we learn it for a reason. And then it gets to that point where we come back into our heart and we're like, okay, so we've created this beautiful like energy, we've gained this level of wisdom. Now what is our heart telling us to do with it? Now when we do that, okay, then everything that is not you and is no longer aligned with you, and it dispels it, right? You coming into your own heart's truth naturally dispels people and situations and events and environments that are no longer in service to your vibration and your purpose path. They literally will disintegrate, will drop out of your field, will not resonate with you anymore, might kick up a stink, and it's really important to understand that it's because you have now reached a point in your heart-centered consciousness evolution and trusting your heart for your individual life purpose path, and anything that no longer serves that will release. For some reason, the wolf energy is coming through so strongly, and I've just been filming Trust Your Intuition yesterday in the what one was it? Because the wolf energy came through so strongly, and the wolf energy is that shedding of the old consciousness of what no longer serves you. I'm just trying to look at what it was. The light body activation. So the light body activation is actually the very first full moon ceremony that I transformed into an audio meditation. So I've got lots of healing audio meditations, life purpose activations, and I've held full moon ceremonies every month since 2017. And then in 2020, I recorded the light body activation. So it was actually from what we channeled and traveled in the full moon ceremony, and it was the light body activation. And that came because I was filming it, and it's part of, it's one of the meditations in Trust Intuition, because the light body activation, and it's this, right? When you actually trust your heart over what anyone outside of you says, does, thinks, even your angels, spirit guides, right? It's you coming into a level of power within your heart, and your heart has healed to a point that you trust yourself over what anything else happens. Now, the wolf energy is strong. It came through with the light body activation. Now, that light body activation is free. If you would like to listen to it, just comment light body in the comments here, and I'll send you the link and you can listen to that. It's a very powerful activation and helps to strengthen the light body and literally dissolves any pieces or energetic clamps, energetic what's it called, like shackles. We can pick up energetic shackles and psychic attack pieces from this life, from past life, from all of those pieces. So the light body activation helps to remove this. So with this past card, this is the anapausis, and it's interesting, so two of them are number 3 and 4, which is very at the very start of the deck. So I'm just going to see what this is. Wow. So this is the past card. This is the collective reading, and then I'll move into, individual readings on here in a moment. So this is the now. This stuff always blows my mind. Past, right now, future. Okay? I've been talking a lot about following and trusting your heart, strengthening your light body. And as you do, everything that is no longer serving your heart, your consciousness, or your path will dissolve away. Solve polluter. Disintegrate. The light disintegrates the darkness. When we have the conscious awareness, it turns on the light, right? This one. So in the past, right, before you have stepped up to here and now trusting your heart, and now really your heart, you're like, yeah, I'm good, right? Like, you've learned all this stuff, you've gained this wisdom, and now you're like, and now what is my heart guiding me to do? And let me just sit with that for a moment. Like, it's such a beautiful image, right? It's just like, just me is all I need. This is all I need. This, I feel the love for me, and that's all I need. I don't need anything. I can feel this, and let me just bask in that. By the way, the more you do, the more that strengthens. Your heart energy will strengthen. And the more that this strengthens, the more that you animate your unique vibration, your unique heart energy. And that epitome of self-love is what ripples and pulls you not only into alignment of your life purpose, but everything you desire manifests on that path. Archangel Chamuel in action. Here's the life purpose archangel. So the past card. Now, you might be either in this position, you might be either in this position, or you might either be in this position as I read these cards for you, right? So get this, the past card is anapausis, like pausing but not. Anapausis, do not give up. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. Anapausis, pausing. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. You're in a phase of recovery of all the shit that's allowed you to trust them over your own heart, right? You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. Like, that's a past card. So you might be in that position and going through that at the moment and needing to trust, and you're starting to just go, like, you're really like, you're ready to give up, right? And we know that that's the sign of a breakthrough moment. Okay, because then we step into this and you're just like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need anything. Just let me absorb my own freaking heart for a moment, right? Where have you been all my life? Right? And it's really coming into such a deep level of self-love. Then we have this one, as I said, as we step into this, everything that is not in alignment with your true authentic heart will literally leave your life. Some people look at that as a loss. Reframe, look at it as pure alignment for your life purpose to come to fruition. So if you would like to listen to the light body activation, it's free. Just comment light body below and I'll send it to you. And that will help to strengthen and dissolve and disintegrate anything that is not in alignment with your highest self, with your highest of life purpose. So welcome to my live stream. That was a collective reading. If you're just jumping on, you might want to rewatch the start of this live stream when the replay goes up when I finish this live stream. So when I do psychic reading Saturdays, I missed last Saturday because I did a VIP immersion day instead. So sometimes I miss them because I'm working with my clients. VIP immersion days are the best. So if you are new to this space, let me share how this works. So psychic reading Saturdays, I always do a collective reading at the start. So if you catch me live, awesome. If you're just catching the replay, you can just watch the start and there'll be a message, yeah? Now we move into individual psychic readings. And now I will ask you to please comment, yes, please, if you would like a psychic reading. I'll have a list of yes, pleases that will come up on this video. And then I will intuitively choose who, I will intuitively choose a person. I will read for you. You need to stay live because it's not fair if you just say yes, please, and disappear and then somebody's like not here and I'm trying to read for you. So you must stay live to receive the reading and only comment once. I see all the comments. I don't acknowledge them all because I physically probably can't. Well, I'd be here forever if I did, but I do see all your comments. And then when I finish reading for that person, I will ask for another round of yes pleases and I'll intuitively choose again. So let's have these yes pleases come in. And yes, just comment light body if you would like to listen to that activation and I can send that to you afterwards. Okay, so who is this for? Or let me tune in. So if you would like to book a private psychic reading, they are $33, 33 US for a 3-card reading. And I audio record that and email that off to you with the 3 cards. I send a photo of what I pulled for you. So just comment 33. You can comment 333. three cards for 33. 333 or something. Just comment 3. 33, 33 or 333. So threes are the archangels, so the ascended masters. So this is a message coming through too. So if you've been feeling alone, you're not. The ascended masters are around you and they're really supporting you, but there's something that you need to do to step into your purpose and then all the gates will open for you. Okay, who is this for? Penny. Penny, you need to remember who the fuck you are. Archangel Michael, so clear. Hello. I almost pulled this up when I was just talking about the Ascended Masters, and I'm like, but this is an Archangel. This is not an Ascended Master. But this is a message for you, Penny. You've forgotten who you are. You've forgotten your power. You've forgotten your light body. Maybe I need to listen to light body. You've forgotten your light at this time, and it feels like you're, I want to say, hiding away or sinking away. Like, look at his big, beautiful aura, and it just feels like you have forgotten that you have this magic. You have forgotten that you have this light. You have forgotten your power, and therefore, like, I want to say it feels like you're sinking into a hole. Maybe you don't feel like that, but it just feels like, or maybe the sinking into the hole analogy is you going unconscious. You need to remember who you are. You need to remember your light. You need to remember this, like there's something about this because you've forgotten a deep part of yourself. It's like you've locked it away and hidden it away from the world, and you need to bring that back out right now. The bottom card of the deck is patience. And I feel like there's a part of you in this, like forgetting who you are. It's like you're in competition to somebody, or somebody is jealous of you or something like that. And it's like, actually, can you please remember that you are this powerful being and nobody can take that away from you? Because I feel like you've come out, or then you've hidden it or something, but there's something that is like growing, maybe growing inside of you. I don't know, like a baby or something. I think you've just had a baby, but it's like there's growth happening and there's patience, but within that, don't forget this. It's like the seeds in the ground, but don't hide the light away. Like it's almost like this is like a patience of like you've buried that seed, you've buried that light. Don't do that. What's this one wanting to come out? Life review. See, Archangel Jeremiel, Archangel of third eye chakra and relationships. Life review, past, present, future. So this one, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that's unbalanced. See, Archangel Michael's like, did you forget your light? Like, hello, you forgot who the fuck you are. Like, hello, what's going on, woman? Please watch out for scammers, guys, because they're rife at the moment, and it used to in the past deter me from doing psychic readings, but I would rather turn up in service to you. So if anyone's hounding you or telling you to message them or anything like that, like I never hound you. You have to wait to receive a reading from me, okay? So it's like, if anyone's hounding you, they clone my account, they clone other people's psychics account, like just use your intuition, okay? No one will hound you for a reading. You have to hound us, okay? You have to find our link and book in. Don't let anyone hound you. Really clear on that. Okay, Penny. Oh, thank you. You know me so well. Thank you so much. You know what chapter I'm in, and this makes so much sense. The timing of this. You're so very welcome. Okay, I'll have another round of yes pleases. Just pop them in the comments if you're just joining. How I work my psychic reading Saturdays is I ask for a round of yes pleases, pop them in, then I intuitively choose through the list. I will read for someone, and then I'll ask for another round of yes pleases. So pop them in. Okay. You are very welcome, Penny. Okay, who is this next one for? Right, we're going to the deep dark decks. Not really. It's just a beautiful, it is a tarot deck, so it is a bit deeper in consciousness. And the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Okay, who is this for? And for those of you who have just joined live, if I don't get to you, because obviously I won't be able to get to everyone on this call, at the start of this live stream, I do a collective reading, so you can rewatch the replay, and the first, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes is a collective reading, so you can always listen to that at any point too. Okay. Okay, Carly Allen. Carly Allen. Is she still here? I want to make sure Carly Allen's still here, because I imagine you are. You just put your comment in, but some people just don't stay, and it's not fair for everyone else who's staying. So Carly, we'll also just wait to see that you are still here. I'm just going to find... I know this card is like giving to yourself. Generosity. Heal self by helping others. Skeletons in the closet. Yes, awesome. Carly's still here. So this is an earth card. 9 of earth. Heal self by helping others. Skeletons in the closet, question mark. So what's coming through already for this is, thanks Maria. heal self by helping others, skeletons in the closet. I'm like, you're wanting to come out as a psychic healer, medium, whatever. Or you did and you hid away. Or there's just like, maybe you don't want to be a psychic healer, medium, whatever, but you want to do something of service, but the skeletons in your closet are like keeping you trapped, are scaring you, that's what's holding you back, right? Whenever we're drawn to stepping into our purpose work, whether it's psychic, medium, healing, or whatever your purpose calls you to, there's always, I want to say, trauma, blocks, subconscious stuff that surfaces. And it's a natural evolution of exactly what the start of this collective reading was, right? When we step into our light, everything dissolves, right? When we work on our heart, everything dissolves. But in that dissolving, it can stop you if you don't know what it is, if you're letting it run your life and basically letting your fears and your demons take control instead of your higher self, ultimately, right? If you want to put it into an analogy. Yeah. So I feel like you dealing with whatever is stopping you is really important, because you are stepping into a place of service and your heart's calling you to that. Yeah, look, see the bottom card of the deck that I always look out for overlying messages is journey. So look, it's like a light path and a dark path either side of him. And it's kind of like, ooh, which way am I going to go? Am I going to go unconscious and not do this? Or am I going to step into the light and do this? And I want to say you walk in the middle. You walk in the middle and we hold it all, because there's no light or dark. There's light and dark. And we learn to ride both waves. Yeah, I just did a training in my Life Purpose Legacy called riding, what did I call it? The rainbow ride. It's exactly about this, right? When we walk forward, it feels like we're being pulled back, but we're not. Subconscious is rising, transform as we go. There's no like, oh, I'm healed now forever. There's nothing else wrong with me. There's nothing else that'll ever surface. Like, I'm perfect. There's never that point. There's stuff at every level, and we learn to ride and walk it. So your message is really like time to come out and time to face the dark, if you may, because you have a message that really wants to step into that. So altruism is the selfless act of giving. It says it might, the Nine of Earths signifies it might be time to go through those cupboards and remove all that no longer serves, and what does it say? Go through the cupboards and remove all that you no longer need and do not use. So of course that can mean like clean up your physical environment, but I'm like, you are needing to step up into this. Like, don't let that stuff stop you, because stuff always comes up. We just learn how to deal with it and keep going. Yeah. Yes, been riding it, coming out of the rainbow. Yes. That rainbow analogy was the best. The rainbow ride was so good, that training. Okay, so that was for... There's so many comments, so I've just missed your name, but I know who I was reading for. Carly. I was going to say, I knew it was like the A, and I'm like, Carly Allen. You need that. Awesome. See? Perfect. Okay. Angel. Because I was like, Angel, and then Carly. Yeah, thank you. You've been living this all day. Exactly. All right, I have another round of yes pleases, please. 33 viewers, 37, it keeps jumping and moving. It's good. So whilst I wait for another round of yes pleases, if you'd like to book your private psychic reading today, I'm going through my clients who have booked the $33 psychic reading. So if you were to book today, within the next 2 hours or so after I get off this live stream, you'll be able to get in today and I can read for you today rather than wait until my next time I sit down to do them in a few days. So if you'd like that, just comment 33 and I'll send you the link for that as well. Okay, so at the start of this live stream, I was also talking about the light body activation. So if you would like to listen to that, it's free. Just comment light body and I'll send that to you as well. If you've already commented, that's fine. I'll send it to you. Okay. All right. We're going deep with these messages. People are ready for the deep stuff. The deep stuff is where the transformation happens. Okay. Covered in goosebumps. Who is this for? This is for, let me scroll as a list. Okay, Sky Butler. Is Sky still here? Oh, cutting goosebumps with this one. Sky, if you did not see the start of this live stream, with the collective reading I did at the start, please rewatch. So I'm just checking Sky's still here. Please rewatch because this message feels so strong with what's coming through, but I just want to check that Sky's still here. And if not, this message is for somebody else, then it's really strong. So just see if she's doing it. Yes, okay, you're here. So the start of this collective live stream, the start of this live stream of the collective message, really important because this is similar, but it's kind of like you do not need to worry anymore. The bottom card of this deck, so I just pulled from that Gaia Tarot, and the bottom card after I'd shuffled and was waiting for the next person is actually the abundance card. I almost showed it to you guys. The abundance and this beautiful big dragon, right? And it's like, you do not have to worry about everything. From nothing to everything speaks for itself. From nothing to everything. Beyond the threshold of fear. Is this a message for everybody again? like we just sort of talked about, time to get the skeletons out of the closet, time to walk the rainbow ride, time to get on the rainbow ride. And it's like from nothing to everything. The abundance card is waiting for you. The abundance is on the other side of fear, beyond the threshold of fear. And this one, the passion of the wild red mother. So Sky, it's kind of like you do not need to worry, but you need to come back to your heart. So definitely watch the start of this live stream for that message because it's really important. But it's like you need to come back to your heart and walk through that threshold. But it's kind of like this is underneath, right? So from everything to nothing, but these two were stuck together. And it's like your only stop is the fear. But it's dropping away because the more you just focus on this, like the passion of the wild red mother, it's like all your love's going to come back. All your heart's going to come back. All your desire's going to come back. All like from nothing to everything. And the more you focus on your heart at this time and deep heart healing, this is going to like wave through, the other way, wave through. And it's just like, this wave's going to come in. So this one was also jumping out. What's this one? And the sacred convergence. So just before I said as well, the 33 or the threes are all about the ascended masters. And this is the energy that is around you, Sky. It's like, you know, like you're in the center of Hume and it's like, look at all these beings. I mean, are they beings? I don't know. It looks like, it's like you're just surrounded by all of these beings and they are literally, I want to say, pushing you on this rainbow ride to really like, it's like, you know, sometimes we need to do, you know, deep healing work to work on our fears and clear the traumas and blah, blah, blah. And then the other times, like there's a time and a place for everything. And there's a time and a place for just doing the damn thing. And that transmutes the fear. Do you know what I mean? There's no more powerful thing than actually just doing what your heart's guiding you to do, as long as it's soul aligned, heart, you know, calling, of course. And then this is where all of that just comes back. So this red is the base chakra. It's your fire, it's your passion, it's your purpose, it's sexuality, it's home, it's safety, it's physical relationships, it's our physical reality, it's all of those pieces. It's feeling safe and it's trusting. The opposite of fear is trust. And as you walk through that threshold, everything appears. Absolutely everything appears. Everything appears. Yes, for those of you who have missed the start of this live stream, definitely rewatch it because it was a very powerful collective message. Definitely rewatch that. Okay, so that was for you. So I'll have another round of yes pleases as I go through who this next reading is for. Sky, there's something for you as well. There's something like there's an idea that you're needing to earth. Like, you know, there's an idea that you've been thinking about and it's time to not think about it anymore. Can you just do it? Like that's where I was getting. There's a time and a place for just doing the thing. And that's that idea that's just on your mind and it won't go away. And it comes to you in like the weirdest times in a way. You're just like, oh, am I thinking about that again? Like, or you catch yourself or you're just, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's for you, that specific like peace, you know what I mean? Like whatever that idea is, like that's the beyond the threshold of fear. Like, can you just like stop thinking about it? That Nike, like just do it. It's real for a reason. Just do it. All right, who is this next card for? So if you'd like to book your own private psychic reading, please just comment 33. Today is the day I sit down and do my current list of private psychic reading clients. So if you book within the next 2 to 3 hours, you'll be able to receive your reading today rather than wait for 3 to 5 days. Grounding into Mother Earth and embodying the divine presence. Okay, here we go. So who is this coming through for? Okay, so is it Colette? Is that how you pronounce your name? Colette Bezanzon? Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. So Colette, I'll just see if Colette is here. Colette, okay, awesome, she's here. So big solar plexus stuff for you. Doubt, fear. So base chakra is fear of life and not trusting spirit. Solar plexus fear is doubting yourself and not trusting yourself. And scared of your own shadow, scared of your own power, more so, right? And so for you, Colette, it's really working on empowering yourself. And I feel like at the solar plexus, it can very much be that imposter syndrome, like who am I to do that? Like it's a good enough problem, if you may, right? And so it's like, who am I to do that? Who, you know, and always remember when we start feeling that we're about to have the breakthrough, keep going, because you're breaking through those barriers. You're facing that truth of like, because your heart knows what you're being called to do. And as I work through the chakras coming down, it's like our heart knows what we're being guided to do. And as we come down, it hits our heart, like we're following our heart, and then it hits our solar plexus. And then we're like, oh, but who am I to do that? And he's like, no one else is doing that. Why should I do that? Or we might see lots of people doing that. Like, oh, everyone's fucking doing that. Why should I do it? And we hide away. No, that's your sign that your purpose is showing you this is what you're meant to do. It's like I've always said, you know, like there's a zillion books on the planet. There's a zillion recipe books on the planet, but your recipe book has your unique piece and your soul's guiding you to do it. And you don't know where it's going to lead. It could get picked up from, I don't know, a TV show, and they want to create a TV show about your recipe book. Like you just don't know, right? But all you know is you need to follow and trust your heart. And if you didn't write that book, you never would have been on path, right? And so for you, Colette, I feel it's very much around you facing your own doubt and trusting yourself. Like your path is not generic. It's not the same as everyone else's, right? And the piece here with that is because the Starseer card came out, and the Starseer, well, I can't remember exactly in the book, but the message I'm getting for you is that you have a unique connection to the star beings, to your star home, and you are receiving unique, specific guidance for your soul calling. We look at the stars and we know how many stars are out there. Well, we don't know. It's like limitless, right? You're one of those stars, and you, like she's climbing the ladder, or he or she is climbing the ladder to their star home, meaning like follow your North Star. Want to look at that analogy, right? And this is like you are receiving specific guidance from your star home to like walk the path that only you can walk. No one else has the gifts, the power, lots of stuff about power. So empowering yourself. So sorry, by the way, empowering yourself with things that you know you're good at, or need to strengthen, or that are just following your heart to restore that self-trust in you, you know, like doing what you know is right for you. So the Starseer is, and you're also receiving guidance from your unique star home. And that's why you're like, but like, don't stop doing that. Trust that you're receiving this as your unique path, and it's time for you to do that, because luminescence in that is your unique luminescence that comes out of the lily mud pond and comes out to shine your heart frequency on the world. See the heart frequency beating, which attracts every single thing that you need and desire. The bottom card of the deck for you is the third eye chakra, which is perspective. Pineal perspective. See, you are receiving unique information channeled just for you from your star home. You have like it's like plugging, it's like ET call home, right? It's like it's the thing. Like, you know, you're receiving that guidance and you need to trust it because only you can receive it and only you can implement it because only you were born with your unique coding to be able to do that, right? To be able to literally receive that luminescence, your frequency. Only you can come out of the pond in your way and shine your unique light. That's really strong for you, Colette. Are you paying attention? So stargazing would be really potent for you. Even if you live in a city and you can't see many stars, the act of going outside and literally just like trying to see what you can see, or even through clouds. It's a bit like with the sun. So when it's cloudy, we're still receiving the UV rays. So when it's cloudy or you can't see the stars, you're still receiving the coding. So even 5 minutes before bed, just going outside and just looking up at the stars can be really, really powerful for a period of time, as is meditating and actually calling in that star energy and activating it through your body as well. Really important, strong messages for you. Okay, I have another round of yes pleases, and then I'll intuitively choose through the list here for you. So if you're new to this space, I ask for a round of yes pleases, and then I will intuitively choose who this card is for as it is coming through. Okay, you're so very welcome. So very welcome. Okay, and if you'd like to book a private psychic reading, I'm sitting down this afternoon to do my client bookings of the $33 3-card psychic reading, which I audio record to you and then take a photo of the 3 cards and email it off to you. So if you want to have your reading done today, if you book within the next 2 to 3 hours, once I send the link to you, I'll be able to get that off to you today instead of waiting till my next sit down of these readings in 3 to 5 days. Okay, so who is this for? Okay, so Grace, is it Rudenko? I'm not going to try and pronounce your last name. Where am I located on our Earth globe? I am in Australia. I am in Noosa hinterland in Queensland, Australia. So it's just north of Brisbane. For those of you who don't know, so Brisbane is the capital. Okay. All right. So who? Oh yeah, Grace. Yes, you're here. I was like, who's this for? I'm like, I already said it. Grace. Okay. Interesting. The alchemy is in the past. You have a lot of magic, but something has stopped you. This relates to the reading we were just talking about, solar plexus. So father healing greatly affects the solar plexus, self-worth, self-esteem, trusting yourself, empowering yourself, all of those pieces. So father healing, your personal power increases as you give your father-related issues to heaven. I actually feel like you have been working on this, but you can't really see. I'm like trying to like pinch and like zoom up on it. That's so bad. Oh my God. Technology is in our brain. Oh, don't even go there. I'm not going there with that conversation. We're not doing that. Okay. So I tried to like pinch and zoom. Oh my goodness. Your father passed last year. Okay. I'm not laughing, but I'm also like trying to pinch and zoom. So I will hold it still as I can. Here, there is like, I guess, the daughter, a mermaid, in this ball, right? She's in this ball. And what I was like getting is like, he's holding on to you. Now that you've said he's passed away, if we haven't grieved properly or grieved enough, keyword, when we lose a loved one, we can never grieve enough, right? But society trains us that we have to zip it up and get on with life. Right? We will never grieve enough. But if we do not grieve enough, we keep them trapped on the earth plane, and it also entraps us. Now, when we grieve them, it lets go of them and they can let go of us. I actually feel he's been quite worried about you. Okay, you're going through a divorce with an abusive man. Yes, he's been really worried about you. And it's funny because this entrapment is what I was picking up. And that explains with, and now you're saying, now that makes sense because your dad's worried about you with that. I'm curious what the relationship was like with your father. So because this entrapment is really what I was feeling. And before you'd said your dad passed away, what I was going to say is this is a past life entrapment that you need to work on the past life, releasing the entrapment, coding, energetics, blah, blah, blah. So there is a story of the Selkie woman, and the Selkie woman is very much around like reclaiming her skin and her magic, that a man, like a Selkie woman is a seal woman, so like a mermaid, but it's a seal woman, right? So it's not a merman woman, it's a seal woman. And so the seal woman is magical like the mermaids, but a normal human man captured her, because he was a fisherman, captured her and then brought her to land, stole her skin, locked it in a cage. So basically took her magic away, so she couldn't transform back into a seal. She had to stay human. And every time he went out fishing, he'd take the key so that she wasn't able to escape. Now, however long went on, don't quote me on this story, it's a mythical folklore, right? But it's really important when we're looking at reclaiming our magic and our power. So then one day, so they married, had 3 children, 3 boys, and one day he went out to sea, but she stole the key, reclaimed her skin, took the children and turned them into seals, and he never saw her again. Now, the point of that is that I feel like you're in a place of reclaiming your power and your magic. So I definitely work with past lives. So I've got a past life meditation. It is $15, but it's an entire journey that not just see what happens in your past life. Like, it is healing and integrating. It reneges and rewrites contracts that we made in past lives in our soul. You could just use that meditation for the rest of your life and transform your entire life, right? So on my website, you can comment past life and I'll send it to you. But on my website, there's a section of audio meditations, and there's lots of audio meditations, some free, some paid, but that one is really powerful in allowing the energetics to release, which frees up this lifetime. So even though divorce processes and all sorts of things have long drawn out processes and important, when we work on releasing the past life ties and healing it at its core, meaning back in the timeline, back through the dimensions, then it helps to release this, I don't know if fast is the right word, but we also won't repeat it. And we also won't come into contact with them again in our soul continuations, right? So, yes, so this is, I feel like it's important with this, for you with that. Okay. Okay. You'd love past life contract understanding. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Sorry, just looking at these comments for a sec, because I was just saying all that while I saw your comments come up. Okay, you haven't grieved? Yeah. So your dad's worried about you. So I think you said something, okay, he was ill. I read his will. He wrote something not nice about you. Fuck, yeah. He had dementia, and I think he wasn't in the right mind. So I've had to put his words to the side and move on. Yes. Yeah, that's huge. Dealing with 2 massive big life changes at the same time. So much pain from me, ex, and now my father. Yeah. So like, grief is the most powerful healing tool. Like, our tears release the hormone cortisol, the stress hormone cortisol. So crying literally releases cortisol from your brain, from your body. If you do not cry, that cortisol raises, and we're in a state of constant flight or fight. We can't think straight, stress overwhelms us, or, we can't just function, right? And it can, obviously we know that high levels of stress can long-term cause long-term problems. So crying is a really powerful way of releasing the stress hormone cortisol. It also is very healing. And Western societies are taught that it's not okay to cry, right? It's a societal upbringing. Now, you look at the Eastern traditions and they're all about grieving, especially when somebody passes away, or just grieving in general, and they will grieve for years and the whole culture will be okay with it, right? So, so stress hormone cortisol is released through tears. It's a scientific fact. You can look it up. Every part of our body has a specific purpose for a reason. Like, of course, right? Going to the toilet, like sweating, tears, release the stress hormone cortisol. So crying helps with cortisol. Yes, we can exercise, we can go to the gym, but there's studies done, that scientific studies done and proven that crying releases the stress and changes the brainwave frequency state higher than anything. Okay, crying with somebody who is empathetic and actually listening to you is exponentially 50 million times even higher, right? So this is really like what you're going through right now. Like if you can just let yourself cry, it's going to just be powerful. Okay. Then you can really work on the other stuff. Now, of course, like I said, doing my past life meditation is going to help. But also just having that support around you, I think is going to help too. So it's like, there's a lot of change, transformative stuff, but I feel like you were really in a good place, but then everything just turned to shit. And it's just sort of quote unquote getting worse, but releasing that past life entrapment is going to really, oh my God, look at the next card. I didn't even look at the next card yet. It's time to break free. I pulled 3 cards and I was so engrossed on like trying to magnify the little thing. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Well, how about that? How about that? Okay, and the first part of breaking free is allowing yourself to cry. Okay, it is going to help you through this process. And look at the bottom card of the deck, as we saw at the start as well, is tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. And this is like, the more you can take time out through this, and just know that crying is doing that. It's going to allow, I want to say the path, I don't know if the path to unravel faster is the right words, but it just helps you heal so that once it's over and done with, then you don't have to deal with so much healing. But, you know, you can heal as you go. Yes, really important, Angel. Forgive yourself for experiencing this and welcoming that. Very huge place. But yeah, so, and the thing with your father, like, you know, you can go deeper into mediumship sessions or anything like that. But at this point in time, like, know that your dad is worried about you. And I feel that like concentrating on one thing at a time is going to be really helpful, but also grieving the loss of your dad. Like whether we've had a shit relationship or a good relationship with them, grief is the same. Yeah. And if we don't let ourselves feel that, it'll be buried and it will cause more problems in the long run. So yeah. Do you feel like crying opens up the soul? Yeah, because it's here. Society has been taught to be cut off from feeling, because if we were truly feeling our own path, we wouldn't be in schools and we wouldn't be trying to look to the next, to the authority for the next answer on our path. We'd just be following our heart. Yeah. Okay, if you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can comment 33. I'm going through my list of my clients' psychic readings that I've booked today. So if you would like to book within the next 2 to 3 hours, I will get to your reading today rather than waiting for the next lot in another 3 to 5 days. So yes, just allow yourself that time to grieve and cry. Yeah, it's so good. It's like permission to cry, right? We're just taught that it's not okay, but I'm giving you permission. It's honestly so healing. Yeah. Especially at the time and a place. Like there's a time and a place for it, and it's so important to, yeah, do that. Okay, so as I said, you can comment 33 below if you have missed the start of this live stream. I did a collective reading and the message was really powerful. So if you're drawn to, once the replay is available, just watch the start. It's like 10-15 minutes. There's a message for the collective for you. And if you want the light body activation, that message came through as well. So just comment light body and I'll send you that meditation. It's free. You can listen to it, help to activate the light body and really work with all these pieces. Please be aware of scammers. I don't hound you. I don't hassle you. Usually you have to hassle me to like book in. You do need to wait usually for me. So just know like there's scammers, they clone my account. They look like my account. They copy other psychics' accounts, you know, but they're just weird, you know, and you can get us, it's off. Just trust your intuition with that. Please be savvy with it. When, you know, I'm on live stream or anything, they go like that, they just amp up, and it has deterred me in the past, but I'm determined to keep serving and just training you guys to be aware of these things. So I'm going to jump off and I'll see you very soon. Trust your intuition is open as well. Trust intuition is my big course of actually stepping into your purpose, your power, your confidence, and living out your dreams. If you want the details for Trust and Intuition, just comment trust below and I'll send it to you. I shall see you guys real soon.